Eddie Nketiah, we are not even sure if he would have a starting role in the team.
Yeah.
He also cannot give you or guarantee you 25 goals. Bukayo Saka can get close to 20 for you. Your Martinelli can as well. But even for Martinelli, towards the end of last season, you saw a decline in his performance. We are not quite sure what version of him we are going to see now. There is Martin Odegaard. Declan Rice is not your most prolific goal scoring DM you would find.
Sure.
Thomas Partey will chip in with some 3, 4, or 5 goals. Jorginho might get in on the score sheet as well. Have Arsenal, or are they still paying for that decision to let go of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Much more so that now Gabriel Jesus will be out of the team for some time, and they do not have a striking option.
That's under surprise from Mikel Arteta for not making a replacement for that, because maybe he's learning from his boss. We all know he understudied Pep Guardiola. Like, this is a coach who is quite stubborn when it comes to making decisions on the field of play. He prefers to play a false nine than put someone he hardly trusts onto the field of play. So maybe he's learning from his boss. It might have affected them last season, impacted their performance and how they had finished the season. But I'm sure he's learned a thing or two from that. Probably why he's signing certain players. He not signing a striker. We need to see how that goes. Yeah.
Okay. So just like we asked for Chelsea, what would be the realistic ceiling for them come the end of the season?
Top 3, of course.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Top 3,
let's talk about the reigning champions, Man City, very quickly. They are going into this. They are chasing history again. For the 3rd time in a row, they are defending champions. Can they win a 4th one?
It's likely.
And Liverpool?
It's very likely for Manchester City to win a 4th, because with what Pep Guardiola is doing, he's being ruthless in his purchases. let me attribute it to life. When you know what you want, you just go straight at it. That's what Pep Guardiola is doing. He identifies the kind of players he wants in his squad, the attributes they have and what they bring on board. No time wasting. Go make your purchase and you're out. That's what is that challenge is what Chelsea is facing. They know what they want, but they are not willing to make the payments or to make the offer that is required of them. Pep Guardiola, though he has options on his squad, he still goes in to make the purchases he wants, and that's the only advantage he has, plus his tactical decision making. And we all saw that against Chelsea when you look at the bench of Manchester City, and the value of players on the bench is over 300 or 400 million pounds. That's Pep Guardiola, and that's what he offers in any club he goes to, and that will let him dominate the Premier League for some time until he bows out.
So one of the underperformers last season certainly has to be Liverpool. They had a lot of fringe players as well. Some of them were aged. They just could not put in the run for Jurgen Klopp to save his life. Thankfully, they've been able to get rid of some of the dead wood. They've brought in some. The latest, Moises Caicedo, 111. Would they compete again? And are they, or should they be the bookmakers' favorites to go toe-to-toe with Man City, based on what we've seen in the last 6 seasons?
To most of Liverpool fans, the break of their season was the sale of Sadio Mane. Alcantara in midfield was more or less a liability. Henderson comes in as and when it's needed. He somehow manages to see them through it. Caicedo coming in, yes, a massive improvement, a massive addition to the squad, to the midfield play. We all know the kind of football their coach plays.
Jurgen
Klopp plays. He's been with the club for 4 or 5 years.
For 7 now.
7 years.
8,
We know the intensity of his squad. 2 seasons ago, prior to they winning the Premier League before the Champions League goals, you saw how hard they come at you when they are playing. You don't give it that space. Running, almost everyone is running. And that was how come Sadio Mane performed. The moment Sadio Mane left, there was that shortage up front for them in identifying who to release ball to and all that. That squad is exhausted. Probably last season might have been a season for them to calm down. We hope that they're able to repeat what they did some 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. If not, if they will cool their tempo on the field of play, it may not go well for them as expected. So I'll be expecting Klopp to bring back that toughness in his squad And if that is able to materialize and we see that commitment and hard work from his squad, then he should give a surprise.
Certainly, we cannot end without talking about Man United. They finished third against expectations. They won the EFL Cup.
Yeah.
Eric Ten Hag has gotten the goalkeeper he has long craved. He's got Mason Mount as well. Where would they finish this time?
I once listened to a pundit who said, you are bringing in they call him a ball playing goalkeeper, right? He builds from the back. We should also forget that this is a keeper who comes almost halfway to the field of play. And this is the EPL.
Yeah,
midfielders are sharp when it comes to goal scoring. They see you off your line, then the 60, 30, 40, 50 yards will cry. And they shouldn't forget about that. If that is the kind of goalkeeping he's bringing to the Premier League, then he should be prepared to be drinking goals, as we'll put it. But we'll not deny the fact that Onana is a good addition to Manchester United. But it's not just about Onana. It's about playing from the back means there should be someone in midfield who is able to coordinate between the defense and the attack in a very smooth manner. So if Onana does all that, yet there is no one in the midfield to do that coordination, then there will be a break in play and the pressure will still mount back to the United half. So yes, Onana is a good addition. Mason Mount, will he be able to do that? I doubt, because we all know his mentality when it comes to playing of football. Maybe Ten Hag will realign that playing style of his. If he's able to do that, because he's a coach, people believe he has time for young ones. If he's able to do that, then there shouldn't be any problem with Manchester United with them playing from the back through the midfield to the attacking side. But if that is not done, then there'll be a challenge. Already we've heard of Fred making the move to Fenerbahce. So at least we should be expecting one or two signings into the squad. If he's able to put things together and play as he expects. Because don't forget also, this is a coach who is trying to have Ajax and next at United. And that's been the concern of some Manchester United fans. It's like you only trust Ajax players. So as and when they are not available, you begin to have challenges. Would that be the case? And will the Premier League forgive him if he doesn't live up to expectation? No, because this is the English Premier League. The media will come at you. United fans already want their owners out. It's more or less trying to lure a child with a toffee. That's what is happening now. If Ten Hag is not able to defend his paymasters by putting in good performance on the field of play, then he will also be part of the people, the United fans who will be wanting out of the club pretty sooner than expected.
So very finally, Gokin, who wins the league, manager of the season, player of the season for you?
Manager of the season. City should have an easy sweep in all of this. That's if they are able to live up to expectation. I see Pep Guardiola doing something massive. He may not be able to go invisible. He may not be able to go have less than 15 goals conceded in the league, but he should disturb other managers. So, manager of the season, Pep Guardiola. Player of the season, I will not be in a good position to say, because this is football. Your prediction can go astray. So, let me just keep my points to myself.
All right. So Emma is choosing to be uptight with his selection or his picks for manager of the season, Gokin, team of the season maybe, and what player of the season as well. But this has been our brief preview of the 2023-24 Premier League season. Kickoff, like I mentioned earlier, is just hours away. And I'll say this, let the games begin. Try to enjoy the season. Of course, it promises to be an epic one, full of roller coaster, high emotions, expectation. But whatever the case is, be sure to enjoy the beautiful game of football. I am Adi Kennedy, and then you heard from Aya Emmanuel. Until next time, it's bye for now.